Hey everybody, it's Craig with Smartphone Envy, and today we're going to take a look at AT&T Samsung Captivate. This is a quad-band GSM phone, tri-band 3G. Phone weighs in at 128 grams, a little bit heavier than the European version. Build quality is a little better, high-grade plastic. It's got a metal battery cover here on the back. Overall, the phone feels very, very solid in your hand. Taking a quick look around the phone, on the bottom is the microphone. On the left-hand side is the volume rocker. On top is the micro USB port. It's got a slick little door to protect the port. Next to that is the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And on the right-hand side is the power and lock key. On the back of the Captivate, you've got a 5 megapixel camera with autofocus, touch focus, face and smile detection, as well as geotagging, and it shoots video at 720p at 30 frames per second. Underneath the battery cover, you've got a 1500 milliamp battery, along with the micro SD card slot and SIM card slot. The battery is rated at 13.5 hours of talk time on 2G and 6.5 hours of talk time on 3G. Get that put back together. On the front of the phone, you've got a 4-inch Super AMOLED capacitive touch display showing 480 by 800 pixels. Offers multi-touch, an accelerometer sensor, as well as a proximity sensor. Just below the display you have 4 touch-sensitive keys, a search key, a back key, a home key, and a main menu key. Phone has 16 gigabytes of internal storage, 512 megabytes of RAM, and memory can be expanded an additional 32 gigabytes through the use of micro SD cards. Phone can be used as a Wi-Fi hotspot. It can tether up to, I believe, 5 other devices simultaneously. Phone has Wi-Fi B, G, and N with support for DLNA. Has Bluetooth version 3.0 with support for A2DP. Phone has GPS with support for AGPS. It runs on the ARM Cortex A8 1 gigahertz processor, and the operating system is Android 2.1 Eclair. Let's take a little closer look at the user interface. Again, with Android 2.1, you've got 7 different panels that you can customize on this device, either with Android or Samsung widgets, application shortcuts, bookmarks, folders, or contact information. Let's take a look at some of the Samsung widgets. This is a Samsung stock market clock widget. This is what they call daily briefing, which gives you the current weather, as well as you can pick a stock to watch along with news and your calendar. This is the calendar clock. Shows you when your upcoming appointments are, what times. This is their feed widget, which ties into Twitter, MySpace, as well as Facebook. And here is their YouTube widget, as well as their Friends widget. And this you just scroll through. Pretty cool. And again, contact comes up. You can call directly or send a message directly. Also, the phone supports live wallpaper. Why don't we put a live wallpaper up here real quick. Let's try live wallpapers. Bonehead. Sorry about that. There we go. And we'll put up Aurora. And there we go. We've got our live wallpaper. Okay, so there's live wallpaper. You've got 4 shortcuts down here at the bottom, application shortcuts that are always there, as well as the application menu. And AT&T has added to this the Captivate AT&T Family Map, AT&T Hotspots, AT&T Maps, AT&T Music, AT&T's Navigator, their radio, as well as Mobi TV, which I think they give you 5 minutes before you have to pay for it, and also mobile video. Like all Android phones, it has a notification bar up here at the top. Simply dragging down will open it up. One of the things that's nice on the Samsung Galaxy and the Captivate and all the rest is you get a couple of connectivity shortcuts, one for Wi-Fi, one for Bluetooth, and a couple of profile shortcuts, one for silent and one for putting the phone on vibrate, which I thought was pretty cool. One of the things that's kind of nice is in calling a contact, you don't have to scroll through the menu to call a contact. You can simply start typing in the person's name, and it will bring up a list of those that are associated with those that typed in, and then simply tap on it and then hit dial the phone to dial. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. Messaging application. Sets it up in typical conversation mode, as you can see there. What's important, I think, or I want to take a look at, is the different text input methods. First of all, you have the typical Android, which allows you speech to text, Call John on Tuesday. And there we go, call John on Tuesday. By holding down on the editor, it opens up and you've got swipe Samsung keyboard. I'll give you a look at that first. There's a Samsung keyboard. And then let's take a look at swipe. There's your swipe keyboard. Oh, John on Tuesday. So there's swipe. I got job instead of John, but pretty close. So there's your swipe keyboard. And then you also obviously have it in landscape. There's a look at it in landscape. So there's a look at messaging and the different keyboard inputs that you have.